Quite simply, this is the difference between good ball strikers and bad ball strikers. I guarantee that if you do this, you will add distance and consistency and become a better golfer. Stick around and watch it. Distance and consistency is the ultimate thing that we're trying to aim for. So to improve your ball striking, hit your irons better, hit them straighter and hit them further. It's not that hard, and there is one key difference that I see time and time again between a good ball striker and a bad ball striker. And what have you got to do to level up your ball striking and get better? Now, it's all about the delivery of the club to the ball, and you've got to get this in your heads, or understand the concept to level up your ball striking. So as the golf clubs are lined up on the rack when you're buying them from the shop, they will sit like this. So they sit shaft down, club head looking like that. If you deliver the club like that to the ball, you're going to have a problem. That's going to promote as the club comes in, coming out the first or second groove of the ball. So you're going to hit the strike there. You're going to add loft and lose distance as a result. What you've got to do is get it in your heads that you're trying to hit the ball out of the middle of the club. That sounds obvious, but out of the grooves. So as that club sits there, you want to feel like your impact is much more like that. And if the ball is sitting on the floor, as the club comes in, it's far easier to get the grooves of the club. So we're talking about the fourth or fifth groove on the club into the ball if the shaft is leaning forward. Now there's a simple two-step process to do this. Okay, so that's the goal, is to try and get that so that the grooves of the club are going on the ball, and this two-step process will help you do that. So regardless of how you swing, this is what you need to feel when you're hitting your iron shots. And as I always say, feel against real is not always the same thing, but understanding this concept will put your iron strikes improved distance and consistency, and that's the goal. So understanding that concept is vital. So I bring it down to a two-step process, and these things that will improve your game. So first thing that I often see when I'm coaching and people get it wrong is not using the ground enough, not using their feet in the way that they should do. Particularly more among newer golfers, not understanding how to transfer weight and how to shift weight. So the thought would be to stand there, swing to the top of your backswing, and as you swing down, that right knee shifts forward and moves in that direction. That's not going to shift your weight, that's going to allow the hands to get much more active through the swing, so then the hips aren't turning enough, and as you come through, you're going to flick it a lot. That's going to add a lot of dynamic loft to the club, and then you're going to, as a result, reduce compression of the golf ball, and you're losing distance. So what I'd always encourage is, as you swing down, to get the sensation of rolling on the instep there. So that foot doesn't go forward, it rolls that way before it goes up. Okay, so that's what you need to feel. So from the top of the backswing, there, that foot rolls, right knee meets the left, whatever it is, but it moves in that direction. The second thing is, try to get the feeling of getting the left hand, this is the second part of the process, the left hand forward of the ball at impact. So if we put the ball down here, so as you're swinging, you want to get the feeling that right knee kicks in, you're getting hit. So if you're wearing a glove, I've not got a glove on, but trying to get the feeling of that. Now, what I'd like to encourage, feel against real not being quite the same thing. Your impact position is that you're practically taking the loft off the club an awful lot. Hands are forward there. Left wrist is slightly flexed in that motion there. So in that fashion, as you're swinging through. Don't stop the follow through. Don't let that restrict your follow through and feel like you've got to stop there. You can still do that, swing through and get into a normal finish position. They're the two most important things. So you're trying to use your right knee to make the left knee roll off of that foot and improve that left wrist position through the swing. And this is the difference. This is as much as it can be. So the first swing I'm going to do will be in a weak impact position. So hands are going to be slightly behind the ball, increasing dynamic loft, and then swinging through. But I'm going to try and do two swings and keep the swing speed more or less the same and show you the difference. that's the first one, swinging it just over 80 miles an hour, and you can see there quite a high launch angle, 23 degrees, ball speed running at 104. Carry 142, total distance 153. That's less than I'd like. And then the next swing, just try and get those feels in, rolling off that foot, left hand forward, working on trying to catch the ball out the grooves of the club, not out the lower part of it. And there you go, so more or less the same swing speed, not a huge jump, a little bit quicker, but not an awful lot. You can see that big jump in ball speed up to 115, carry 162, total distance 176, and that's just a 7-iron. So that's a fair bit of change in distance of ball strike just from how you deliver the club face to the ball. That's what you need to be doing to elevate and push your ball striking up a gear. If you like that video and you want to learn how to chip when it's wet and horrible, make sure that you watch that one.